Hello, my name is Shiroki Mani. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm excited to be taking this journey with you. So this is my first vlog, and on this vlog I want to teach you how to make fondant. Fondant is the hard icing on a cake. So I'll teach you how to make fondant, and then also we'll dress a cake with fondant. The first important thing when you're making fondant is to assemble everything that you need. So we will need icing sugar. The brand of icing sugar I'm using is KSL, though you can use any other brand. The other thing you need is gelatin. You can get gelatin at any cake shop in Nairobi. I got mine from Philsoft. It's at Bihi Towers, 4th floor. The next thing we're going to use is glucose syrup. So glucose syrup is a bit sticky. So you have to, when you're picking it up, you can see after I've inverted it, it still can't move. It's so sticky. So you have to use you can either use this to lift it up, or you can use a spoon, a metallic spoon. The next thing you'll use is Flavour. I prefer to use lemon flavor because I like the tangy taste, or you can as well use vanilla flavor. The next thing we'll use is Glycerin. So if you want to buy Glycerin at a cheaper price, you can buy it from a cake shop. It's just, I think it's 130 or 150 if I'm not wrong, and it's this amount of Glycerin. The next thing is CMC. It just looks like flour, though it's not flour. And then now the last thing we'll use is water. Water is just tap water. Yeah. And then I think so this corn flour, we'll use it in the rolling. And then also, I know some of the old people will be excited to see this. This is kasuku. I'll also show you how to use it. So let's get started. The very important thing when you're dealing with food or baking is your hands. Your hands are your biggest asset when you're baking, or rather you're cooking. How you wash your hands, you put soap in between your palms, and then you put a bit of water, or you let a little bit of water just fall on your palms, and then you scrub. So this is what I'll use for flavoring my fondant. Just squeeze it. As I said earlier, just make sure your hands are clean. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to pour our icing sugar on this surface. It's okay if it's a lot. So we notice my icing sugar has some particles that are a bit big. So what you can do is that you can sieve your icing sugar to make it more softer and easy to work with, and so that your fondant is very smooth. I advocate for using such a surface. Reason being, if you use a table or any other surface, your fondant tends to get the color of the surface that you've used. So what I'll do after I've done that is bring back my icing sugar into a bowl. Then once that is done, I'll create a well at the center. I'll create a well at the center. Seeing that I've created a well at the center, I'll take my CMC. This is what we said CMC is. And then I'll put a bit of the CMC. I'll just put a bit. I don't want to put, I'll just put a bit. I don't want to use so much, probably 2 pinches. That's fine for me. And I'll mix it up again because I've put in the CMC just to ensure that my CMC and my icing sugar mix up so well and so that I have a very good finish. And then, as we'd done before, I'll just put it back, and then I'll make a well at the center. The reason why we are making a well at the center is because we want to pour some liquid substances that will need us to have a well. Once that is done, you'll make a double boiler. Basically done is that I've used a sufuria that's much more bigger, and then I've put in another smaller sufuria. So in this, and then what I'll do is that because it's a boiler, I'll heat up this water just for it to give the other smaller sufuria that is inside, to give it heat, so that the substances that I put here can melt easily. So I'll go on and I'll just put on my double boiler. Just put on my double boiler. So the next thing, we're going to take our gelatin. We're going to take I have previously showed you how gelatin looks like. And then I'm going to put just a bit. I'll put it into my water. And then I'll just close this up and put it away for the meantime. And then what I'll do is that I'm going to mix this up till it forms a clear solution. So the next thing, we're going to pick up our glucose syrup. This is our glucose syrup to my surface. And then once that is done, I'm just gonna put it down. Once that is done, I'm going to put my solution into my double boiler. You remember we'd heated up some water. I'm going to put this into my double boiler. The reason why we use a double boiler is because, as you can see, the glycerin is very thick and we need it to mix up with the rest of the substances we put. So gently we will just begin to stir. So I'll remove my small sufuria from my double boiler, and then I just want to wipe it so that I don't wet my surface underneath. And then I'm using lemon as my flavor, though you can use vanilla essence. So I'm going to pour my lemon, which is my flavor. I'm going to put some glycerin liquid. I told you guys, for those who are having a hard time getting glycerin from the supermarkets because it's either expensive, you can get it from a cake shop. And your solution will look like this once it's done. The reason why it has a slightly different color is because I've added lemon, and that's the color of lemon. And then I just begin to mix it up. You see what happens when I begin to mix it up? It becomes soggy. So yeah, it's way much easier. So at this juncture, once you see that you've used up all your icing sugar because of the water, you'll just continue adding more icing sugar, add more icing sugar. Okay, I just want to make sure that I touch all the places before I can add some more icing sugar. So gradually I'll continue adding more and more icing sugar, and the more I add my icing sugar, the more it continues to form. You can see it's now forming balls. Yes, this is how I want it to be. And especially you add icing sugar to the areas that look a bit more moist, so that you can be able to just plate it in. Yes. So I'll remove this and keep on kneading it here, keep on kneading it. Before I even add any more icing sugar, I continue kneading it, I continue kneading it. You see it's forming. You see the way it's forming? So this is how it looks like after kneading. I just want to show you how soft it is. You see how soft it is, and I can easily just take it back to the same way it was through kneading it just again. So now what I want to show you is how you can make shapes. So it's advisable to let it set for like 3 hours just in room temperatures. Like this one that is here, I'd made it yesterday, and you can see it's still very soft. You can see the shape of my palm when I just knead it again. And now I'm going to show you how to make shapes. So I want to use this to show you how to make shapes.